It is what, 10:10?
I have 10:07.
10:07? Let's go ahead and call the meeting into order and let the record reflect that we are, Councilwoman Herbert present and Councilman McDowell is not present.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to move that we approve the December 10th, 2024 meeting minutes. Do I got a second?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And let's move right along to our first agenda item, and that will be an update from One Columbia on the Persimmon Peace Pole project. I know last meeting that Ms. Frick talked to us about the project, so I'd like to hear about how the discussion went with One Columbia and if we're ready to move forward.
Do I need this? Good morning. Okay. We sent in an endorsement letter for the Peace Pole project. We've been working on this for a little while. They've been working on it for a very long time, so we're excited to get to this point. We did endorse the project. The artist is an accomplished artist with other pieces out in public, so we know that not only is it aesthetically pleasing, but it will last a very long time. And also the conversations we've had about the different parks, it really makes a lot of sense for that to be where the placement is. And the parks folks also have had conversations with the Peace Pole Initiative, so they're all informed as well. Do y'all have any questions?
Is that how the poll's gonna look?
Yeah, that's the concept. So there might be some small changes, but not any large changes. I mean, sometimes if a particular material isn't available, you might have to swap it out, but that will be what it looks like.
Councilwoman Herbert, any questions?
No, that, I think we've looked at that design previously. Okay.
And Mr. Simons, do we have everything in order to have this referred to council? for approval?
Yes, sir. Yes, once it's referred to full council and there's approval, we'll work with Ms. Frick on a potential location.
Okay, great. Well, I'll entertain a motion to have this approved to go to full council for approval, if we have one.
Just a moment. When will we decide on location?
We were looking at the Saluda Riverwalk. We just gotta continue to look at to make sure that's the feasible location. So we'll work with her on that.
And the only reason I'm asking is because I don't know if that needs to be a part of the referral to city council of where it's gonna be.
It doesn't.
Okay. And I take your word for it. All right, so second.
All right. Approved. Great. Thank you. And this will be a quick meeting today, and we have one other agenda item. The Vista Greenway at Taylor Street Public Art Project, and Ms. Anderson, who is the Executive Director for Vista Guild, will be presenting us with an update on the current project so we can see if we can move it along to One Columbia.
So thank you. Good morning, everybody. So for our public art piece that would be unveiled in the spring of 2026 is we were trying to figure out what to do. And with all of the other things that are happening with Finley Park opening this fall, with us adding the light installation inside the tunnel early in 2026, we looked at the continuity of how you get from, Blue Marlin and the Vista to Finley Park. And then you hit at the other end of this beautiful light installation that we're working on, you hit this part of the greenway, which you can see in the top left, which is pretty bare and needs a good pressure washing. And it could really just use some color and love. We do have one public art piece that's over there called Curtis and Bob that's closer to Taylor Street, but we just felt like this would be a great spot to add some murals so that you've got some nice color when you come from this brand new beautiful park and you're headed to the Vista or the other way. We felt like this would be a great opportunity to add some murals to. So that's what we're presenting you guys today, to get any thoughts and feedback and your approval to then move to One Columbia to add some murals along both sides of the Vista Greenway between the tunnel and Taylor Street.
So just a question, when the murals are done, because that's a large space.
Yeah.
Is it intended that the mural will cover that entire part, or?
We're hoping it would cover the whole wall. Yes. Yep.
Good, perfect.
With one artist
Yes.
on both sides of the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it'll be,
Mural battle.
it wouldn't be appropriate to have two different artists maybe, or I'm just wondering if,
I mean, do you want to speak to that?
We have been, we worked with an artist recently to do a proposal for Finley. There's a small wall in there that she's going to do. What the idea is with this is to connect what the tunnel looks like and what the mural in Finley looks like and make it like a cohesive walkway. So we've talked to two artists so far. Both of them had been identified as potential artists for the Finley mural. So this will kind of like, it'll just all go together. I will say that I would love to do a mural battle at some point. So if y'all like that idea, let's keep talking
Yeah,
about it.
I like that. Well, so, but going back, so one question, so does that mean the intent is to have one artist to do the Finley Park aspect as well as the Greenway aspect?
The one that's been identified for Finley Park, she is going to put in a proposal. And then,
This one?
yes, and then another artist that was considered for the Finley Park project, because again, like both of their proposals for Finley Park also matched up with the Rainbow Forest Light installation.
Do you need a motion,
I do.
or do we already?
And the motion will be for this to move forward in the process to One Columbia. We will do further review, then this will be presented at our next meeting again. Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Any questions, comments from anybody? If not, I will entertain a motion.
I move that the Vista Greenway at Taylor Street Public Art Project be sent to One Columbia for further evaluation and approval process.
Second? All right, great.
Unanimous.
Record fast meeting. And I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Oh, we have Ms. Frick. Please go to the podium before I get a second on my motion.
I was fast there. If we could put up the persimmon peace poll again. I think some of you have received a handout that Ms. Harris gave you, and I'm doing a PR announcement that tomorrow is the 35th Columbia's annual Hiroshima Day Remembrance. And out of that remembrance, it's been going on since 1990, all our peace polls came. At one of the remembrances, it was at the Columbia Friends meeting, the Quakers, a peace poll was planted. And that committee that has planned these events to remember those who died at Hiroshima and to help people consider the seriousness of our nuclear era and what we should do about it, they decided, let's have a Columbia Peace Poll initiative. Let's plant more peace polls. So that was in 2016. And so that was the beginning. So I guess tomorrow is our remembrance that started this. And what's interesting is the Vista Peace Poll says, may peace prevail on earth. But this one that Olga Yukno designed specifically has the nuclear threat in the red at the top and the bottom. And she has in the center, surrounded by cherry blossoms, in 8 languages, the words, may peace prevail on earth, which are always on a peace pole. And this is all in ceramic, tiny handmade ceramic. But then she has the persimmon peace pole at the top, there are persimmon branches suppressing the nuclear threat up at the top, and ginkgo tree branches suppressing the nuclear threat at the bottom. She was not able to be here today, but she has very strong and wonderful artistic talent to put that strong feeling of hers and of ours in there. And of course, then with that planted next to the persimmon peace pole will be from the seed of a tree that sprouted up out of the ashes at Hiroshima. Trees came up and they shared the seeds to be planted around the world. So one of our committee members got seeds. We got persimmon seeds and ginkgo seeds. The Botanical Gardens, she started the seedlings. The Botanical Gardens has nurtured them. The persimmon tree is already there on the Vista Greenway, right near Finley Park, just near in the tunnel area that you're talking about. The city parks planted it there, but it will then, when we met with Olga in 2022, 3.5 years ago, to consider planting an art piece with that persimmon peace pole, her design and feeling for it was so much larger that City Parks has very nicely kept that persimmon tree watered and nurtured, and I go by and check on it like a mother every once in a while. So it will be transferred to wherever the persimmon, when the persimmon peace pole is constructed. So it will be a combination thing with a bench and so on. So it's just, that's my ad for today, to invite you to come tomorrow night at 6:30.
Thank you.
And I just can't help but say, somewhat related, but the movie about Oppenheimer I just saw. I didn't know that whole story. The recent, was it last year or two that came out? I found it very interesting. So somewhat related, but and I won't make any comments about it. But Tyler, no. Your kids should watch it. I thought it was an intriguing depiction of him, and yeah. Well, maybe not. So, your motion to, what was your motion to adjourn?
Well, I do think, just on the comment of Hiroshima Remembrance Vigil tomorrow, it's appropriate because we're at a time in the world where there's never been a higher nuclear threat since back then. So I think it's appropriate. So I appreciate you sharing that, Ms. Frick, just giving us some more context that the importance of peace globally and in our community. So on that note, I will entertain a second on my motion to adjourn.
I'm so impressed, Mr. Bailey. Second.
All right, it's been a great meeting. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.